if there is, quote, no authority except that which God has established, then that means that no matter who wins any election, and that means that no matter who is appointed to a political office at any point in the history of the world, it means that God is still sovereign. God's still sovereign. Now that's a fancy churchy word we like to say to make ourselves look smart. Here's what that means. Sovereign means that God is the ultimate authority over any earthly authority. Okay, He establishes the earthly authorities, but He's still the ultimate authority over all of them. So guess what that means? That means God is still ruling right now. That means God is still reigning right now. That means God is still in control no matter what happens in this election. So calm down. Calm down, guys. Like, I'm serious. We've got to stop freaking out over what's going to happen if your chosen political candidate does not win. Because I can tell you what's going to happen. God is still going to be in charge. And Jesus is still going to be the King of all kings. That's what's going to happen, okay? Why is that? Because Scripture tells us over and over and over again that it's the Lord who raises up and casts down all governing authorities. Look with me real quick to Daniel chapter 4, verse 17, the second part of that verse words it so clearly. It says, the Most High, that's God, the Most High is sovereign over all kingdoms on earth and gives them to anyone He wishes and sets over them the lowliest of people. So what Paul is pointing out here next, though, is that for us to act like the world is out of control, it's a direct slap in the face to the one who actually is in control of the world. Again, verse 2, whoever rebels against the authority is rebelling against what God has instituted, and those who do so will bring judgment on themselves. Guys, you see worrying over what's going to happen politically, or rebelling toward an established government, doing that exposes our lack of faith in a sovereign God. Okay? It exposes our lack of faith in a sovereign God. Therefore, in the midst of an election-infected society, I believe the church should stand out as the most composed people in the country. We should stand out as the most level-headed, poised, and unflappable people in our nation. You know? Like the rest of the country should look at us and go, why aren't they freaking out? How are they not freaking out over this election? They should look at us and say, how are they so calm, cool, and collected? You know? Don't they know what's going to happen if so-and-so gets voted in? Yeah, we know. We absolutely know. And yet we still have confidence because we have a higher hope and a higher God who is our higher authority.